Hello everyone, and welcome to the first part of the lab this week. In this section of the lab, should be a pretty short tutorial. I'm just going to show you how to navigate around Canvas, and then I'll show you where you can go to download the software that you're going to need for the rest of the course. And so again, that's just going to be R and Rstudio. Okay, let's just start with Canvas, and I'm assuming that if you're watching this, it's because you've already figured out how to navigate around the Canvas page, and you navigated to the first module and found the first lecture and lab videos. So we won't spend too much time here on how to navigate Canvas. I'm assuming if you did have trouble with that, you emailed me and I was able to help you through it. But when you navigate to the course, you'll come up at the home page. You can check out the syllabus there. And there's a link directly to the discussion board because I'm hoping that you'll be using that quite a bit throughout the course. Now each week you'll want to go to the modules page, and so every Monday I'll have a new module that pops up. Right now the only one available is module 1, but as we progress through the course, this page will become populated with all the different modules. And so Monday of each week a new module will be available, and you can click on that module page. Up front I'll tell you about the objectives for that module, and then there will always be a lecture video. That lecture video is an MP4 file, and there's two ways you can watch it. One is to just click on this icon and it'll bring up the video in your web browser. You can make that full screen if you want and watch it like that. Another way to do it is if you click on this little arrow icon here. Let me try to zoom in a little bit. Okay, if you click on this little arrow icon, what that's going to do is let you actually download the MP4 file onto your computer. So these are usually, I'm not even sure how big they are, 100 megabytes maybe. Let's see, 125 megabytes. Okay, so that file downloads I put it on my desktop in this case. And then I can open it. Ooh, okay, I hate hearing and watching myself on camera, but you can watch the first video that way as well. Okay, either way works, whatever you prefer. Then each week there will also be a guided lab. Now this week I have two of them because I've broken them down into navigating Canvas in the first video, and then in the second video is actually the fundamentals of the R language and sort of how we can get started with building our first programs. But again, you're going to want to watch those videos, and usually for these guided lab videos, I'll actually generate an R script in the process of making that video. And so by the end of the video, I'll have that R script fully generated, and then I'll upload that here onto Canvas so that you can come through and check it out for yourself. Okay, now I recommend you do these two things first. You first watch the lecture, and then you watch the lab. The last thing you're going to want to do is go to the assignment and download this assignment. So almost always this is going to be an R script. And so go ahead and click on that to download it. I'm going to put it on my desktop again. And then once you have R Rstudio downloaded and installed, which we're going to do next in just a few minutes, you can open that up, and here you're going to have a script that I've begun preparing, but it's incomplete. And so your assignment is going to be to complete the R script. And so I will have basically little prompts throughout the script showing you where you need to fill stuff in. So here I have student information, you'd fill that in, stuff like that. And then down here is where I actually start having you write some code. So create an object called A. And what I'm going to want you to do is fill this all out, and then you will resubmit this to me as part of your first assignment. Actually, this will be entirely your first assignment. And so the way you'll do that is once it's completed, you save it on your computer. Again, you're going to save it with your last name as part of the file name so that I know whose is whose. And then you come to the assignments page. And under this assignments page, I don't think this will be available to me yet. Yeah, unfortunately I can't unlock this until the first day of the semester, and I'm making this video before then. But you come to this page, and then it'll give you an option to upload a file, and that's what you'll do. You'll upload that file that you've completed, and that will basically be how you turn in your assignments to me. Okay, if this isn't working, you can also email them to me, but I much prefer that you send them to me through this assignments page on the Canvas. Okay, you can check out the syllabus, obviously, using the syllabus tab. And then as more assignments become available to you, this will become populated as well. The discussion board is really important, and so here is where each week, at the beginning of the week, I'll create a new, basically a new thread for you to discuss the different modules. So right now, the only one that's available is Module 1. And the purpose of these discussion boards is to discuss everything about the course. So whenever you encounter problems, say you're stuck on a piece of code, you're not sure how to do a specific task in R, I want you to come to this discussion board and post your questions about it on here if you can't figure them out. And I'm hoping that other students in the course will be able to help you throughout, as the course progresses. Everyone can sort of help each other out. And again, if everyone's sort of stuck or I'm not seeing any answers getting posted here, I can come in and actually provide some help on these boards too. So I'm hoping that these discussion boards can sort of serve as sort of like a hub for discussing all the different aspects of the course. Okay, now as you begin turning in your assignments, your grades, you can check all those out here on this Grades tab. This Files tab, you can come here and actually see the files that have been uploaded to the course. So if you want to download the MP4s, you can do that really easily from this Files tab. Again, actually I have the second lab uploaded already too. I might have to figure out a way to hide that until it's ready to go. Okay, this chat window, this chat tab, looks like it's not, oh, here we go. Okay, this is just provides you a means to have basically live chat. So you would come here, and I won't be monitoring this page, but basically you can come here and just in real time talk with any other students that are in this chat window. I don't really see this being super busy. I don't really see this being used very much, but it's available to you if that's what you want. Okay, this People tab, I think this just tells you about the other students in the course. Yep, and I believe you can send each other messages through here, but I'm not entirely sure. Great. And I think that's pretty much all you're going to need to know about navigating through this. So basically each week, any announcements that come up will be posted here as well, but just Monday of each week, you can come here, check out the modules page, and it will open up a new module for you. There will be another one available, and then you can begin working on that week's assignment. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you download both R and Rstudio. And so you can do that by Googling them, you'll come up with a whole bunch of hits for both, but the top hits are going to be where you want to go. I've also just provided you the links to those pages just right here in the first module. So you can just easily go to the first module, and then down here I have a link to downloading R. So I'll just click on that link. It opens up all these there's all these options for different mirrors, which are just different places to download this from. I don't know, any one of them should work. I don't know, let's just go to UC Berkeley. Click on that, and then I download R for whatever system I'm working from. So here I'm going to do Windows. And then if you're installing R for the first time, you'll click on this. It's just base R. And then right here, I would click on Download R 3.2.3. I put in whatever folder I want to. So here, I'll just put it on my desktop. Downloads, okay, 60 megabytes. Shouldn't take too long. I remember when that used to take forever to download that much. Okay, and then here I'll just come to wherever I've saved it. Double click on that. I'll run that file. Everything you download from CRAN, which is that sort of basically like the R project website, that should all be safe. Yep, it's safe. Okay, well, open. Oh, so many prompts. Okay, here. So I'll click on, yep, I want to install English. And then the setup, I would say, okay, yeah, I want to install R for Windows. Of course, I read every word of this license agreement. And then I choose where I want to install it to. Okay, I'll install all the different types of files. Do I want to customize the startup options? No, I'll probably just do the default. Yeah, sure, I'll have a shortcut. Desktop icon. Yep, okay. Cool, do all that. And then it extracts R. So it's just basically extracting all the files that I need for R. Again, this is just base R. This isn't R Studio yet. So after this is installed, I now have the R programming language and basically the R engine installed on my computer. Cool. Okay, so if I wanted to, I could just open it up just by clicking on, I think this is the 64-bit version. And then it just basically opens up this shell. And so this is the R environment. Doesn't really look that fancy right now, and this is where R Studio comes in. So in a minute, R Studio will make this look a whole bunch nicer. But I could start doing stuff like, I don't know, just typing in some basic commands in here, and it would actually work. Okay, I'm going to close that. No, I don't want to save the workspace image. Okay. So now that I have R installed, I just need to install R Studio. So I'll go back to Canvas. And I have a link here to download R Studio. So I'll click on that link. It brings up the R Studio page. And then I'm going to download this R Studio desktop. So I think there's this commercial license available. We don't want that. We want the free open source edition. So I'll download the R Studio for my desktop. It'll ask me what platform I'm using. So I'm using Windows. I'll put that on my desktop again. All right. And now I would navigate to where I saved that file. Double click on it. And I'll go through the whole rigmarole of installing it again. I already have an older version of R Studio installed on my laptop here, so I assume it's just updating all of the different files with the newest version. Okay, finish. All right, so now I have both R and R Studio downloaded. I can open R Studio by clicking on this little R Studio icon, or I can come to my Start menu if you're on a PC, and you can navigate down to R Studio. Okay, either way works. Open up R Studio. Okay, it still has this assignment 1 script open here. I'll just close that. And if you have the newest version of R, they all come with these weird little, like, I don't know, these little monikers. So this one is called Wooden Christmas Tree, I guess because it was released around December. I think the version I was working from before was called Pumpkin Helmet or something weird. I don't know. It's like some computer nerd thing. But okay, so great. If everything worked, it should tell you that you have the latest version of R here. You can create new files by going to File, New File, create new R scripts. You can save them. And I'm going to stop the tutorial here because in the next tutorial, the next video, I'll actually show you how to begin using R Studio and R to start writing programs. Okay, good luck everyone.